Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, Black Queen, and I'm coming to you today to have a conversation about something that I recently saw. Um, I know we've all heard of Black Hypocrisy by Dantal Queen Spice. I freaking love that song. It gives me life, and I'm hoping for all you other chocolate queens, it gives you guys life as well. The reason I chose this topic for tonight is for the simple fact that I was watching Love and Hip Hop and her interaction with Mimi and everyone else's reaction to what she was trying to do and accomplish to an extent kind of bothered me. And it bothered me because let me break it down. Mimi's response bothered me the most for the simple fact, and it's plain and simple, you are not of fair skin, so you cannot relate. So you should not have much to say to the point where you think it would alter somebody's decision. When I say that, I say it for the fact of the matter that us being a black people, we've already faced segregation, we've already faced discrimination, we've already faced hatred, we faced jealousy, we face all the nasty viruses of this world that are inflicted by emotion. We faced it on top of physical harm, but I'm just going to state those things because those things last longer than physical harm. You can heal from physical harm, but emotionally you're scarred. And that scar is really, really deep, and it sometimes takes forever to get over. So this is why I say this. Mimi, in the series, in the season, in this episode, she went hard on Spice. The first time she talked like this, she went to the video shoot. She saw Spice light skin, and she just went off. She felt offended. She did this, she did that, and the whole time I'm seeing that particular part, I'm mind fucked for the simple fact, like, you didn't even give her the opportunity to give you a full rundown of what she wanted to achieve with this act that she was doing. You came in full-fledged defensive because you saw something that threw you to the left. Rashida stood there and she was lost for words. She had her little bit to say, but it was nowhere close to as disrespectful. It was nowhere close to as humiliating. It was nowhere close to shaming. It was none of that. She was legit shocked. You know what I'm saying? Carly Red just stood there quiet, and that was like one of the first times I ever seen her on any episode, just completely stunned, couldn't say nothing, But Mimi wanted to speak for her daughter, and her daughter is of a fair skin, But it's like, you as a woman, as a black woman with fair skin, have never faced a dark skin discrimination. You might have faced a discrimination of your own for being a mixed breed as to what they might have called you because your skin is light, but you still identify as black. But you've never been told that you're too dark. You've never been told you would look better if you were light skinned. You've never been told that you look dirty. You've never been told any of these things. You get what I'm saying? And I know you haven't because you're not of fair skin. I can't tell you what you've been told as a child of light skin, Like, I can't tell you that. But as of dark skin or as of chocolate tone, where if you slap me, I don't turn red, you know what I'm saying? That is what I would hear. I slap you, I don't even see nothing. You feel me? When we play hide and go seek, you can't see us. In Jamaica, you are held to a higher level if you are of light skin, if your hair looks a certain kind of way. So you not knowing what the islands bring, or being overseas, brought up in any kind of environment of that nature, do not understand what she faces. And her fight goes beyond the United States of America. Her fight is for people overseas that have to go through these discriminations for just the simple complexity of their skin. That is a fight that you will never know. And unfortunately, your daughter might face that fight. But you can't come out of your mouth and tell your child that you experienced this, you overcame it, and this is how you did it. All you can say to your child is you're the best girl that I've ever had, you're beautiful, I love you regardless, keep pushing, you can be anything you want to be. Those are the kind of talks that you can have to her. But you can't have a talk with her to a mutual understanding of what it is that she's going to face as a chocolate child, especially with the president that we have now and the way people feel no need to shelter exactly what they say or how they say it or their reactions. You won't know that, because when people see you, they could see you as a white woman with a deep tan. For the way that they bronze themselves, they spray tan themselves. Mimi, you're not dark. I'm sorry, boo-boo, but you are not dark. So that's one level and one fight you will not win. Now, the person that I respect the most when they heard what she was trying to do before she fully did it was Jock. And I say this for the simple fact, when she first came to him with the situation, he said, no, you feel me? I'm not with that. You know, you're beautiful the way that you are. The way God made you is amazing. You get what I'm saying? But he allowed her to go into her own piggy bank, you feel me, and pull out all that she needed to express to him to get him to see the bigger picture. And his thing was, I support you 110%. If you feel that this is going to have a positive effect on the world and it's going to allow people to know and have a full understanding of what's taking place with our people of dark chocolate color, you know, where we can't just sit there and cover it up. We can't cover this up. It don't come off. You see what I'm saying? It don't come off. This is what we have to deal with as a small kid to a grown-ass woman, or as a small boy to a grown-ass man. So these are things that he was sitting there saying, if you think that it's going to help our future, help our situations now, and for future situations for other people, take that step. But just know when you take that step that you're opening a big can of worms, and you have to be a strong woman and a strong individual to take the flack that's going to come with that. Don't half-ass do it to where people can sit there and poke shit and talk shit about what you're doing. Do it to the utmost, do it to the fullest, so that they know what message you are trying to bring. And that's all that he had to say, because at the end of the day, she's not once asking anybody's permission to do what she feels necessary. She's trying to get the people that she considers her friends, people that she cares about and love, to give them that heads up that this is the move that she's making. She gave you guys the respect and decency to attempt to explain it to you. And honestly, I'm not mad at Mimi's second half when she went and she apologized to Spice and let her know she was wrong for how she conducted herself in the midst of their first meet for that particular situation. She was 102% right for doing that, and Spice also for apologizing on her reaction to that, because with you having this big of a message, you have to be prepared for whatever flack comes your way, because that is something shocking to see. You go from a beautiful ebony queen to something light overnight. So that is a big alteration. So she was right for apologizing as well for the words that she spoke. I'm not knocking Nene for taking her to what's gonna call it, Avenue. My bad, you guys, I'm messing up the word, but I'm not mad at her for taking her there. What I'm mad at is when you brought Spice to that location and she grasped what she grasped from that. You cannot make anybody get the lesson that you feel that they should learn from what you give them. You gave her an experience, and she took from that experience what she took from it. So you as her friend should respect what she grabbed from it and have a decent conversation after. They highlighted on Madam C.J. Walker, and the guy inside the shop expressed that the hot comb was not created by Madam C.J. Walker. It was enhanced by Madam C.J. Walker. The first hot comb was invented in France for white women, or Caucasian women, however you guys want to stipulate it. But it was designed for them. It was not designed for us. Madam C.J. Walker got the hot comb, and she improved it, and she expanded the teeth so that what? She could take it and she can adjust the texture of our hair. The teeth are wider so that our curls could adjust to it. You get what I'm saying? And what Spice said from that was, that is an enhanced tool. That tool is to differentiate our look. It is somewhat to make us more acceptable to society and more relatable to their race, so that they can have a better understanding and attempt to connect with us on an equal platform. That is what that was there for, because back when it was invented, They didn't like seeing us as us, and we was doing our best to break that threshold and handle our business and to improve what the fuck we needed to improve. So at the end of the day, when she highlighted that, she was 110%. Madam CJ Walker invented that hot comb, and the purpose of it was to de-stress our curls. Layman term, to straighten our shit the fuck out so that we didn't look nappy to everybody else that didn't accept the way our natural God hair was given to us. And you guys might wonder why I'm being so forced, but I'm saying I wear this hair so I don't have to mess up my curls anymore, because I spent my entire life straightening my hair trying to fit an image, because I was always told that I was fat. I looked good for a fat girl. I had chicken legs. My head was big. I had a gap. You feel me? I had to go through all kinds of discriminations, and I couldn't love myself. So now that I love myself, I want my hair to be stressed. Give me stressed curls. I don't want them soft anymore. I refuse to put heat on my hair. So I wear these wigs. I wear these bundles. I do all that to protect my God birth hair that God blessed me with, that makes me different than the rest, because it's my own strand. You get what I'm saying? So for me, when I watch that, it hit a nerve for me, because I am a black woman, and I've been told that I would look better with a certain kind of body type. I would look better with a lighter, fair skin. I was told these things, but at the end of the day, I allowed those things to break me, and it took me going from a broken place to develop myself as a woman, to understand that I am beautiful the way that God made me. Here and there I might add enhancements, but at the end of the day, I will rock my God natural look, and I will love it, and I will accept it, and I will flaunt the best damn way that I know how to, because I will never apologize for what God blessed me with. When Spice made this song and she made this video, it was to show people that the ones that discriminate against us the most is our own fucking kind, because they don't know how to accept themselves, because society has shown us that our natural black love and beautifulness is not accepted, because they don't understand it. So at the end of the day, before you judge somebody for stepping out of the box to give you guys a big ass fucking picture that people want to ignore and want to sit there and like downsize and downplay, it's a real fucking thing. It still happens. It's always gonna happen until us as a people learn to accept our own fucking selves and love us for who we are. We are not just what people tell us that we are. We are who God created us to be. And as soon as everybody starts to realize that, the better off we will all fucking be. So, Mimi, I just want you to know, fuck off, because that really bothered me. You didn't take the time to fully understand where she was coming from. You went to apologize to her, to then introduce her to the culture, which you thought would stop her from making a decision that her as a grown-ass fucking woman had the right to make, and her as a beautiful ebony queen had the right to make, because she had a bigger purpose, which will probably help your daughter in the future when she hears that song. Because that is a fight you will never have to face. Your mom walked those streets, and your mom fought for to cancel off segregation. You did not. Your mom faced those situations. You did not. You are a product of your mom, but you will never be in your mom's shoes. All you will be able to experience is the stories that your mom told you. My mom was discriminated against being as chocolate as she is, and my mom is fucking gorgeous. My mom had big, lovely, juicy ass lips, and my mom still yet is fucking gorgeous. She is one of the most intelligent women I've ever met on God's fucking green earth, and she's just amazing. Yes, we all have our tempers, we all have our problems, but at the end of the day, our outer look should not judge us as a person or as a people. So until we are learning to stop being so fucking superficial and accepting everybody's alterations to who we are, that is when you will accept change. And she had to go white or light for you guys to see what it is that she was trying to get everybody else to pay attention to. What she did was just an enhancement to her body, which was to make you guys see a bigger picture. But with all you females out here getting fake asses, fake titties, fake faces, nose, hips, fucking spines and shit, you guys don't think that that's an issue? That stuff can kill you. That can kill you. And not only physically, but it can kill you spiritually and emotionally, because you feel the need to get those kind of enhancements because you don't feel beautiful in yourself. Instead of seeking spiritual guidance and healing yourself, you go and you get surgery to look better on the outside so that people can accept you. It's not what everybody else thinks or what everybody else wants to see. It's what you believe and what you feel needs to be done. Nobody else. God makes no mistakes. He makes no mistakes. So as soon as you guys stop looking at yourself as mistakes because of what society says, is when everybody can be whole and we can all be united and we can all still feel beautiful and help uplift one another. Because nobody in this world uplifts anybody anymore if you don't look like everybody else looks. My stomach should not have to be this small and my ass be fucking humongous for you to pay attention and see me. My titties shouldn't have to be this damn big and my fucking body is just like, these people are walking around looking like wisdom teeth, lopsided ass popsicles and bullshit. Like, I don't understand. Like, how is this acceptable now? How is it acceptable? We started off with skinny being the thing. Now it's thick being the thing. Now it's fucking surgery being the thing. Or, like, I'm not knocking a waist trainer, you feel me? I'm not knocking anybody tightening up for themselves. If you're doing these things for yourself, cool, I'll shut the fuck up. But if you're doing it to get attention from other people, to be noticed, to be seen, to get the limelight, to get money, like, I don't agree with that. Because at the end of the day, you're tarnishing what God blessed you with to improve yourself for everybody else. So you're hurting yourself emotionally, you're fucking up your mentality, and you don't have no more substance anymore. Because now you're willing to do whatever it takes to get accepted by everybody. And that's not okay. The world that we live in now has shown us that being our natural born self is not good enough. And at the end of the day, that needs to be retreated and it needs to be taken back. We have to do better because we already know better. We've already been put in a box as a black people. Why are we allowing ourselves to continue to be put in a box? Our asses and stuff already existed. So now with you guys getting surgeries to make it bigger, for what? For what? We already saw other races doing what they can to try to imitate us, but nobody is seeing that. The world is flipping to imitate the same people that they say they hate, and you're allowing them to kill us off naturally. Why? God makes no mistakes. He makes no mistakes. None. So the sooner you guys digest that and accept yourselves, the easier it will be for our children to grow up and know better. Spice made that song because she has a beautiful chocolate daughter that is going to be facing these battles. And she doesn't find it suit for her daughter to have to go through this when it's not true. Her daughter is amazing as she is, and she should not be judged based off of her skin to be formed as a beauty thing on top of also a character thing. You guys are trying to spread yourself so damn thin, not realizing, not loving yourself is killing you and hurting you way more than a stranger telling you some bullshit. I've never had a white person come to me and tell me that my skin was disgusting or that my hair looked bad. I've been socially isolated by people of my own race. I used to have a job where I would deliver, and if I wore my fro, I would get better tips from white people than I would my own race. I wouldn't get no tips from my race when I wore my fro and when I wore my natural look. But when I put a damn weave in my hair or I had braids in my hair, oh, they're the first ones to cough up the coin. Except for my chocolate brothers. You know I'm going to give y'all tops because y'all love the fro when I had it. So I thank you and I appreciate it. But I'm going to just let it be known. The ladies did not see me like seeing me with what they called nappy hair. They didn't like that. And I'm not going to isolate anybody. I'm just spitting facts on what I witnessed and what I did because I felt that that was important for me to know. What is it that attracts people to me when they see me? Before I open my mouth, before I get anything out, what is it that really turns your head and gets your attention? When I wore my fro, I got so many damn compliments from every other race but my own. Nobody ever said, can I touch it or anything like that. They said, I love the way your hair looks. Your skin is just glowing. It's immaculate. And it was fucking raining outside. So I'm not getting it. Like, you guys have to see the bigger picture. If Spice did not go white, I bet you guys wouldn't have paid attention to that song because it would have been another dancehall queen song that you would have thought would have been coming out and you wouldn't have played it. You wouldn't have played it, but she had to make a big step, a big ass drastic step to get the attention that her song needed to bring light to a situation that's been swept under a rug that should not exist. It shouldn't exist. So again, for Mimi, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And I'm never telling you you're wrong for your opinion. You are absolutely right for your opinion, but you're wrong for your approach. And the way you handled it was incorrect in my eye. Because if you went to your friend to apologize, you don't go into an apology trying to alter somebody else's reality. You go into an apology with an open heart, willing to accept any information that's being given to you so that you can find an understanding of the situation. Then you can go ahead and refute. You didn't give her no edge to really give you any situation. And once she started trying to go into it, you wanted to nip it and take it outside. And once it got taken outside, boom, explosion, because you still weren't open enough to accept the reality. Then you go and meet up with Rashida to go say you're terrified to see what Spice has done now. But if you didn't really want to support your friend, you should have fucked off and not watched the live. Honestly. That's not being a friend. That's being a judgmental ass individual. And that's fine if the rest of the world is doing it, but don't fix your lips and call somebody your friend if the first thing you do is try to go in and start judging them. That's fucked off and it's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. If that is a friend, I wouldn't want you to be in my circle. I'm going to just be honest. I can't tell Spice how to run her world, but I can just say if I had the choice of you being my friend and that's how you treated the situation, I bet you'd be 6 feet in my book. You'd be dead to me. I'm not dealing with it because I don't have no friendships where I'm judged in the situation. I allow everybody to have an opinion because I'm allowed my own opinion, but don't judge me based off of that. You give me a conversation and we have that discussion. We can agree to disagree, but don't ever try to come into a situation and alter my reality. You cannot relate to what she went through, so you have no idea as to why that is. Boom. First half, no, it was a mouthful, but hey. So you guys comment, tell me what you think at the end of all of this, but that is my first half. Second half. I am born in Germany. What runs in my veins is Black and Jamaican blood. So for me, I come from a family where even if we don't like each other, if something is taking place, ultimate respect is given. If I say that I have a partner that I want my family to meet, even if we're not agreeing with each other, we're not liking each other, if I bring that individual over, I bet you that person is going to know for sure that this could possibly be their home as well. They're going to be greeted with open arms, embraced all the way, no problem. I was watching 90 Day Fiance, and it was Chantel and Pedro. Pedro is from Dominican Republic. Chantel is from Georgia. As soon as she opened her mouth, I had a feeling I wasn't going to like her. But I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to let you know for boom. So, first off, she's been dating Pedro for a while. They are engaged secretly. So, he gets on a flight that she paid for him to come to the States. And this is the kicker. She tells her family that he is a foreign exchange student coming to visit and take classes in the U.S. When the whole fucking time, this is her fiance, right? Okay. So he comes. She meets him at the airport. They embrace all that good stuff. 6 days later, he finally meets her family for real, because this is when they're having the conversation. Because what? 4 days, in 4 days, they have to get married so that he can get his citizenships here. You know, his visa card approved. 4 days. So her family is getting this information. They're kind of pissed, but nobody's saying anything. And she tries to get him to tell her family the fucking lie that she's been telling all this time. Boom. But then he breaks down and makes her tell it, basically, which is what he should do, because that's your family. Whole time, his family knows the truth. And his family accepts her when she goes overseas to the DR and accepts her full open arms, everything. Treats her like a princess when she's there. Gist of it is they're dating for a year and a month. They're married, right? So before he comes out there, she doesn't have a car. She's still in school. She's got a little studio type apartment, right? He gets there. He finds a job. He's working. He's supplying for his mother and his sister in Dominican Republic. And he gets her a car. He says the deal is, we stay married for 2 years. I stack my money. You finish school and we get our house. I will buy you your house in 2 years when you graduate. His family hears 2 years and they realize, 2 years, your visa is going to be up and you're going to be a certified American citizen. So, are you really going to get the house in 2 years? Then they have a problem with him supplying for his mother and sister in Dominican Republic. There's no dad. There's no other brothers and stuff like that to take care of them. He has cousins and stuff, but he is the son of his mother. He is the oldest child. So he's sending money every month to help his mom and his sister. This little selfish motherfucker. Okay, so her family and them go to the Dominican Republic so they can have their official wedding. They get there. Oh, I skipped a part. Her family tells her that he has to sign a prenup before they get married, right? So he signs the prenup. They get married. His mom says, stupid fucking Americans, because that's what they are. This is why I say that. When he first came over, he was an exchange student. Now, he's your fiance. Now, he's about to be your husband. But her parents are looking at him like he's out here trying to play their daughter and use their daughter. So, they go to Dominican Republic so they can have the official wedding so his family and stuff can be involved. His mother says they're stupid Americans for the simple fact, you guys cornered this boy with a prenup and he had no family there to help him even figure out what the fuck this was. He's finding all this information out on his own by himself. His family is in Dominican Republic. You guys have never met his family either. So he's having to deliver information to his family and them not realizing why all these decisions are being made without any of their input. Because he loves her, so he buckled down and did this. But his family is absolutely correct. You guys are stupid, because that's very disrespectful to have this man forcibly sign this prenuptial agreement and he hasn't even consulted his family about it face to face or even had a full conversation with them pertaining to it. But he knows now that he has to do it. So they get to the Dominican Republic. Over there, they eat chicken feet, just like in Jamaica we eat chicken feet and our soup and all that. They make her a feast. His family makes her family a feast for when they come. But because she told her mom that his mom felt like they were stupid Americans, they were offended by being served chicken feet as one of the main courses to this dinner. Now, this is the thing for me. They eat it over there. Her son, she hasn't seen her son in a year and a month. And he comes back. That's his favorite meal. That's his favorite meal. And it's one of their top dishes from what she says in Dominican Republic. I'm not Dominican, so I can't say for sure. But I know when I've been to some Dominicans' house, they've had some fucking chicken feet. I personally don't like the taste of it, but I don't knock it either. It tastes bomb as hell in some soup. But if I know that it's chicken feet, I tell you damn sure I'm not going to eat it. But because you guys saw it, and you guys automatically assumed this lady was pointing digs at you, when all she was trying to do was serve you. My family is island people. When you come to our home, you will be fed. You will be taken care of. Our way of embracing you is to feed you a bomb-ass meal. If you don't like it, then you make your plate. And you pick what you like and you make your plate. But don't sit there and be disrespectful. They sat there and had a whole fucking fit, tried to argue in this lady's house, and then they up and leave. They leave. So that's one thing. That's one thing. And the daughter or the wife is just standing there trying to mediate stuff, but you've already caused a problem. Because when things are being said to you, the first thing you went and did was tell your family, who's never met his family, and all they have are bits and pieces of situations, and you just made things toxic. So now her family leaves and she's stuck to apologize for the disrespect that they gave. So boom, the mom says, I apologize. I wasn't trying to disrespect anybody. This is what my son eats and what everybody here eats. I don't eat it, but I made it as a humble gift. You get what I'm saying? So boom, cool. But you guys can see I'm getting a little riled up because this bothers me, okay? So then they say they're going to start off fresh the next day. Now they're taking a long trip to his grandmother's house. And this is going to be a very long drive. They start during the day. By the time they get there, it's pitch black. His grandma's in the front, like we're used to, with big pots on the fire, a cauldron and everything, cooking, making food to feed everybody. Because what? She's excited to see her grandson that she hasn't seen in a year and to meet his lovely wife and her family. This is how she's embracing them. Her family and her don't even get out the fucking van. They don't even get out the van. He gets out first. He opens the door for them to go, and they close the door right behind him. And he's so excited to see his family, he didn't even realize it. And once he realized it, he rushed back to go grab them, and they said, no, we're not even going to talk about this. We'll have this conversation when we get to the hotel. She pulls him in the house, and it goes fucking off. At first, she said that the mom put voodoo on the chicken feet, possibly was trying to serve them voodoo chicken feet. Now, the grandma's in the front cooking a big-ass pot in a cauldron, just stirring shit. We don't know what's in there. Then the dad's talking about there's wild dogs and stuff. Again, my people from the islands, if we take you somewhere, you're with us. We're not going to let any harm come to you. We're not going to put you in any dangerous situation. He was trying to bring the families together, and you guys disrespect his family and his family's household by not even taking the time or the decency to get out and say hello to the eldest of his family. That's first. Then second, you go and you get disrespectful and accuse her of trying to put voodoo on you because you don't understand somebody else's culture. You knew where your daughter's fiance or husband was coming from, and you didn't even take the time to try to figure out their culture before you came over here and then started demanding respect after you've disrespected his entire fucking bloodline just now. But they get into the house and they're arguing, and she's saying now her family thinks that he's playing her and is using her for the U.S. money so that he can send it to his family and just take care of his family. Mind you, I said when he got there she had no car. All she had was a studio apartment, right? This man got a job, and in a whole year and a month he bought her a car all fucking ready. But she said he don't treat her, you know, she was asking for a 1 day every month. And he couldn't seem to do that for her. But he could send money and gifts to send off to his family in DR to take care of them. But this man already bought you a car. He's paying your rent. He's taking care of you. But that's not good enough. You get what I'm saying? And now your family is accusing him, not him, his mother, for fending him out to the wolves, basically, to go catch him an American so that he could take care of them financially better. Okay, so that is what he breaks down and basically tells him, and she tells him that in his grandma's house, while your family still yet is sitting in the fucking van terrified of something that it doesn't even exist. They didn't even give it a chance to see if something bad was happening, first and foremost. And then, okay, boom. So they get back, and this next day, he's supposed to go have lunch or whatever with the dad and the brother. The dad tells him flat out, I feel like your mom might have swayed you into marrying my daughter so that you can have American money. And then you're not taking care of my daughter enough because she doesn't want to live in a studio apartment. She wants a house, and you're not getting her a house. And you keep telling us about a plan that's 2 years from now, but what is that going to do for her now? He asked the dad, was your daughter better off before she found me, or am I making her better? He said, my daughter was, she was comfortable. He said, that's not what I said. I said, was she better without me, or is she better with me? The dad couldn't say shit. All he sat there and said was, I know you love my daughter, and I know my daughter loves you, but she's not feeling like she's being taken care of. So basically, you already know that this man has uplifted your fucking daughter, has improved her ass too, and you want to sit there and make it seem like he's piggybacking off of what? She was in nursing school when he got there, was taking fucking Uber and taxi and bus rides, and he sat there and got her a car, told her to finish school while he busted his ass for 2 years to go buy them a house for when she graduated. And you want to tell me that this man is using your daughter because he's sending money to help his family that has less than? And then because when they get to the DR, his mom and sister live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, he's taking too good of care of them. But, oop, my fucking bad. Doesn't currency swap different when you leave the damn states? So how the fuck don't you know that in US money in the DR is way much more when you get down there? If he sends them $1,000, they're fucking set. They can go get them damn selves an apartment. They can start building up on their life. And that is what he's trying to help his family do. I'm doing better with my wife, so I'm making sure my family is taken care of too. But you would have been mad if he said fuck his family and came and took care of only your daughter, because what? That would have showed that that man had no fucking substance. But you're mad at a hardworking man that wanted to take care of his family and also please his wife, and you guys won't help him find a middle ground. That's just a piece of it. So, okay. So now they're having this conversation, and the brother is like, well, you need to respect my dad. You have to respect my dad. But you guys are neglecting to realize you guys came to this boy's country, to this man's country, to meet his family and have done nothing but disrespect him and his entire fucking culture since you guys got there. And yet you still are fixing your lips to demand respect that you guys have not even fucking earned. It's crazy how, and I'm gonna say Americans will run their mouth for respect, but won't put in the fucking work to earn it. They didn't do shit to earn this family's respect. They didn't even show this family any respect, and they gave them everything that they could when they first got there. Embraced them open arms, broke down and apologized for some shit that wasn't even coming off disrespectful. If I serve you fucking chicken feet, you gonna feel like I'm being disrespectful? You should have been mad if I served you a goat's dick, because that would have showed you that you're a real dickhole, and I have something where I got something to put in that mouth of yours. You get what I'm saying? She served you chicken feet, bro. And chicken. You get what I'm saying? So I'm okay. Then the night before the wedding takes place, the wife accuses the sister of calling her a bitch. She didn't call her a bitch, but the language barrier is fucked off. So when the wife said, did you call me a bitch? The sister wanted to, so she said, yeah. But she said, I never called her a bitch. I never called her a bitch. The mom said, if you don't like our family and you don't like how my son treats his mother, which is the way he should, divorce him. Leave him. Because at the end of the day, who doesn't want a man that will take care of his mom? Because that shows that he's willing to take care of you. He's going to nurture you. He's going to do everything that he can to make sure you're taken care of. I respect a man that wants to take care of his mom. Okay, we don't get our dates. You can't do it because you're taking care of your family. Boom, I'm gonna make some shit fucking happen. Because what? I love the fact that you want to take care of your family, you want to take care of me, and you want to make sure everybody's fucking set. I know I requested a one time out of the month, but if you can't make that happen right now, I'll fucking adjust. Why are people not willing to adjust with what they have? You want, but you ain't willing to give shit. First and foremost, so then that takes place, right? Okay, they get married. Happy-go-lucky, they walk down the aisle, boom, boom, bam, bam. Okay, so they come back to the States. He brings his sister to the States. The sister is staying at the apartment with them, right? The wife already don't like the sister because she called her a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So they're all living in this apartment right now. And the wife just can't seem to just squash shit as a grown-ass woman. She goes to her family and tells her family that I guess one morning when she's leaving to go to work, the sister says, yes, great. And as she's walking out the door for school, my thing is, if she really said that with the attitude that this broad had, she would have did a 360, came back and said, what did you say? You're being very disrespectful. And she would have told her husband as soon as it happened. But no, she went. She bitched to her family. Then her family invites her, the husband and the sister over for dinner. And then they corner the sister. Now me, if my sister's over here and she's coming to do this and my fiance is trying to fuck up her, or my wife is trying to fuck up her, whatever, I'm not having that. You're not going to corner my family. I don't give a fuck what's going on, because at the end of the day, he said that she didn't say that. And he speaks the same damn tongue. And he's been very defensive of his wife this entire time. He didn't allow his mom to disrespect her. He didn't allow his sister to disrespect her. When he was right there and he heard anything, he nipped it and he addressed it respectfully. When he wasn't there, he said, I don't know. I wasn't there. This case, remember, they live in a studio apartment. So you're going to hear everything, right? Okay. So they get to the dinner. This is taking place. Now the mom is sitting here trying to get buck. And the brother calls the husband a nigga, right? He's from the Dominican Republic. They don't do that. I don't feel like they do that, especially if a conversation is being heated. If you call me a nigga and I don't fuck with you, I'm going off on you. He called him a nigga, bro, stood up and he said, what's up? You feel me? Like, what's the problem? And they go ham right there in the kitchen. But the wife wants to say that it is the husband's fault, but it's your fault. As a husband and wife, you keep your in-home business in home. You don't go to your family and go do that, because what you will forgive, your family won't forgive. So as you go tell them all this information, you're adding a bigger file and a bigger file and a bigger file, hate files at that, to this man's chart. Your family already don't think he's amount to shit, basically, because he's using you. And now you go and you tell them some more bullshit, and then they go and invite everybody over and they leave them kitty cornered. You put a dog to a flame, they go and bark. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he barked. And then this man, because he loves his wife, he genuinely loves this woman. After all this takes place, he breaks down and he apologizes to her, because he no longer wants to fight with his wife over something that their family is doing. All I'm going to say with this is that it pissed me off. I don't respect it. I don't appreciate it. And if I saw Chantel and her family walking on the street, I would stop and tell them that they're fucked up individuals. And I don't respect anything that they're about. Because at the end of the day, you guys were really ignorant. And you handled yourself and conducted yourself as ignorant ass individuals. So you guys was niggas when you acted that way. Because the definition of the word nigga is an ignorant ass individual. And that's exactly how you guys conducted yourself. And you raised your children to be brought up that way. So they believed everything that comes out of their parents' mouth. And none of that shit makes fucking sense. None of it makes sense. This man's using your daughter, but he's uplifting her. If he was using her, your daughter's pocket would have been broke. She would have been one broke bitch walking around on a damn TV show looking like a fucking idiot. Honestly, if he was using her, she would have never made it to the DR to meet his family. Because all he would have been doing is racking up on her damn checks, taking her fucking money, and sending it out to them, and then fucking American females in and out of the damn apartment while she was off doing school. Let's be honest. Let's be fucking honest and call a spade a damn spade. But I've ranted and I've gone and I've said my piece. So I need you beautiful people, kings and queens, to leave your comments, like, share, all of that. There's the little up, thumb, down, thumb, the little typey box, you know. Go ahead and leave me a little one too. And please let me know your thoughts. And come on now, help me get up there. But kings keep shining, queens keep shining. And if you grab one thing from at the end of this video, please do not judge, and love exactly who you are, and live in your truth, live in your essence, live in what God made you.